We say what they can't radio.
Cloud Wine 29, the official sponsor of the Now What podcast, Navigating Life in Your 40s. Georgia Stitch, the official sponsor of the Now What podcast, Navigating Life in Your 40s. Keeks Lashes, the official sponsor of the Now What podcast, Navigating Life in Your 40s. Welcome to the Now What podcast, Navigating Life in Your 40s. I'm your host, Tasha Monique. Welcome, everybody. So this episode is very special because it is all about your besties, okay? So let me introduce you to the besties. First of all, ladies, you want to grab you some wine, some rosé, something, and your bestie, and you want to tune into this episode. So joining me is Miss Toni of Eureka Travel and Tours. Welcome, Toni.
What's up? What's up?
My bestie, Miss Glow over there.
Hi.
And Toni's bestie, Miss Titi, a.k.a. Trina, a.k.a. Katrina, a.k.a. China, a.k.a. I'm going to keep that one to myself. Welcome. Hey. All right, ladies. So thank you so much for joining me. And I just want to introduce you again to the official sponsors of the Now What podcast. We are sipping on Cloud Wine 29. Hold up your glasses, lady. This is passion fruit. Okay, passion fruit wine. It's infused with, I believe, Moscato. Lorenzo, don't kill me if I got that wrong, but this passion fruit is banging. You told me to try it. It's like a mystery flavor because it doesn't have what flavor it is, and it is slamming, okay? Shout out to Keeks Lashes, okay? Look at my lashes, everybody. Keeks Lashes.
Nice.
Another one of my sponsors.
Nice.
Thank you. My mama did my lashes. And last but not least, Georgia Stitch. If you are in the market to get any custom-made garments made, you want to hit up Georgia Stitch, my final sponsor. And prom season is upon us. I know that it's October going into like November, but you know what? You want to start getting those orders ready. All right, ladies, let's get into it. All right, now, Miss Toni, tell everybody how long you and Trina have been besties.
Okay, since we were 14, so 14 to 42. That is.
I was 13.
Oh, here she goes. She's starting early already. Give her a few months now. I'm younger than everybody.
30 plus, a very long time. We've grown together. My sister. Yes.
Absolutely. So I'm pretty sure everybody's got that bestie or a few besties out there that you've grown from childhood all the way into your adulthood. Trina, how did you and Toni meet?
We met in high school. We went to Boys and Girls.
Ooh, Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, Fulton Street.
Yes, Brooklyn.
R.I.P. Frank Mickens.
The pride and joy of best style.
That's right.
Shout out to all of those whack people that went to Boys and Girls High in Brooklyn. I said it.
You a hater. You a hater.
Uptown.
Okay.
Go Kangaroos.
Kangaroos.
That's our mascot.
How you know that?
I was a knight. Boom, boom, boom. King, product of Martin Luther King High School. Yes. And it's okay, Uptown. Miss Glow, tell everybody how you and I met and became besties.
Well, first we were enemies.
Yes.
We didn't like each
Oh,
other.
you didn't know that?
No, we didn't like each other, but we also didn't know each other.
But how did that start? How were we rivals?
Because of my sister.
This one here.
She came and said that her boyfriend had a new girlfriend, which was you, and we had to go find her.
This is when people be running up on you. They didn't meet my sister yet.
We had to go find her. Like, who's this girl?
She was a chicken head from the very beginning. Let me tell you, okay?
I never got that story.
Yes. Peter of all people. If you saw
we
Peter,
was like, who is this girl? So we knocked on her door.
yes, they rolled up to my door. My sister wasn't home, obviously.
Sure did.
Gang sisters in real life.
Oh my God.
Yes, right? How,
We sure did.
How birdish of the two of you.
Well, I believe the rolling up because she rose up, but I would have never known that. you two were rivals before friends.
Yes, yes.
And they was coming for you.
Yeah, they were coming for me. And you know, people always think that Gloria's like low key. Oh, she's so quiet and reserved. Bullshit. This is the tiger.
But that's that's that cancer.
For her little sister.
Yes, the pouncer, okay? Silent but deadly, okay? So that's how we met and became friends.
Yeah.
So, Trina. Do you hold Toni accountable for the things that she says that she needs to change in her life? Are you holding her accountable to those things?
Yes. It's usually reversed, but yes. I mean, we keeping it 100. I'm just saying.
Right. Because oftentimes we'll say, oh, I need to do this and I need to change this and I need to blah, 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 blah. And you be like, if she tell me one more time what she needs to do.
It happens and it's intense when it happens because I normally don't until it's critical.
Mm-hmm. So
she does. She absolutely
checking, right?
does. Yeah.
Okay.
She does.
Do you have any expectations in our friendship?
No, not at this stage. No expectations. If I feel like if we run into an issue, we just come and tell each other.
Right.
No expectations.
Funny enough, we've never had an issue.
We haven't. You're
Riley.
Shut up. We've never had an issue.
We haven't because
an
we
issue,
communicate.
an argument, nothing.
That sounds crazy. Y'all been friends as long as me and Toni been friends. When we met, how old were we? We the same age. We was 10, 11?
No, it was like 13.
13-ish, yeah.
Okay.
13 and a half-ish.
Me 16-ish.
Well, me and Toni
Yeah,
fights.
no, we never had an argument.
No, never an argument.
No.
Like, it's like, let me express my feelings.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Yeah, there are differences, but we'll talk about it. It never got to like...
Okay, that's mature and cute.
So I take it. What happened?
So we don't really like argue or fight because I'm not really like a arguer or a fighter. We've had differences. They've been far and few.
Okay.
But we have had differences, but we were able to communicate them.
Like, are y'all yelling?
Katrina sometimes will mentally check out though, because when she don't want to hear something, she will not. She will check out.
I'll just...
So
you sitting there, you're not listening?
Yeah, I'm listening, but I'm just listening. That's it.
I'm
walking away.
You have no feedback.
That's
no
it.
response.
I'm walking away.
And you know, like when she shuts down, you already know. So it's like, it's avoid it. Just change the topic because she's not ready for it. So,
and if you keep pressing me, you're not going to get the response you like.
Ew.
I mean, it is what it is. I know who I am at least at this stage and age.
Right.
I know what works for communication. And if I don't want to harm you verbally and I don't want to go to a dark space because she's my sister now, she's not my friend.
Right.
She's my family. I get quiet.
so I know her communication style though. And I think that's why we've always been okay. And that was important. So I know her communication style. I know her triggers. And so I know how to deal with her. Would you agree?
I do.
Okay.
In sync. You got to be in sync with your best friend, okay?
Yeah.
So, I'll ask Trina this. Can you have more than one best friend? And if so, are you closer to one more than the other?
That is a great question. I have a tribe of women who are my sisters, and I seek their kinship and their sisterhood. But I do have two best friends, and it's also her other best friend, Toni's other best friend, because we all met the same day at the same time.
Okay. Is this Erica?
Erica. Okay. Hi, best friend. But yes, it's Erica. So what happens is in our trio friendship, they're number one and number two. Because I normally gel with Toni like first. And then Erica is my other half, like my other sister spirit. So it works because we have a respect and an understanding that no one is chosen above the other. It's just that we all have different needs from other people. So Toni's more zen. Erica's a little more poppity pop. And I'm in the middle. So it kind of depends on what's going on. But yeah, I do have a tribe. I have several best friends. and spiritual sisters and professional sisters. And
We ain't talking about those hoes.
you know,
I said the best friend, like
But they are very
two
close.
besties.
like Dr. Arabia, I love you.
Hi, girl. I don't even know you. I didn't mean to call you a hoe. So, are you closer to Erica, or are you closer to Trina, or you feel like it's equal?
I can
It's
answer that.
hard. You had your chance.
I'm number one.
Ew. Don't do that to
Let
Erica.
her answer it.
We
Yes.
already decided. Everyone
Let
knows.
Toni
decided.
answer it.
Okay, Toni, sorry.
Say it to me.
So, like Trina, it's kind of like a similar answer. So we have a relationship, and then we each have a relationship. So I do know that Katrina will go to Erica for something that she might not come to me for, and then I'll find out like later. But I take it because it's just like a different connection. You know what I mean? So before, it used to bother me because I'm like, they look at me like I'm Mother Teresa. Like, so certain things, like, oh, they wouldn't want to come to me
I
about.
heard that before.
Yeah,
like
I'm
she's
Mother Teresa.
Teresa.
So I used to be annoyed by it, but I think now in this space, like, we'll bring stuff to everybody. Like,
Okay.
So yeah,
That's fair. Glow and I don't have that problem.
because it's just y'all two.
Yes. I do have like another best friend, but I do understand where it's just like completely different. Like
different,
shout out to
yeah.
Frankie. You
I
know?
knew you was going to say Frankie.
Hi, Frankie. Yeah, so Frankie and I, just like she has like her tribe and a
Yeah.
whole slew of other best friends. It's like a whole clique, but everybody's relationship is different. She and I gel. We're always synced, even though we're different. Like we finish each other's sentences. We eat off each other's plates. If we amongst other friends, they be like, I wish I had that. Like, get you a best friend. Let me tell you, I feel like when you have a best friend, it's a relation. It's your other relationship. You have to work on it if you really want to have this
Agreed.
relationship. Like, it's not like,
It's not easy.
thank you.
No.
You have to understand the person. You
Yeah.
can't just, it can't be always your side or you can't do that.
And fake friends give up. They throw in a towel. They
Yes.
shade. They kiki.
And you
They
have to
do a
accept
lot
them.
of reality TV. No. In real life, we sit at the dinner table. We are at Thanksgiving. We're godparents, each other's children. We have a certain commonality. And that comes with maturity.
Yes.
Fair
it
weather
does.
friends is unacceptable in my cipher.
Absolutely. So, Toni, can I ask you something?
Yes.
What do you think are the signs of a midlife crisis? Now that we're in our 40s, what are those signs of
The
a midlife
signs?
Crisis.
The
Yes.
sign that you're going through
Yes,
one?
like
or-
you be like, ooh, that's a sign of a midlife crisis. Like what does that look like?
I
Can you
think
spot it?
Yeah, I think making extreme changes, like with your appearance. I think if you wasn't a person that likes to go out, you on the scene, be in these streets,
Outside.
be outside.
Am I
like,
having a crisis?
Exactly.
I be out about the streets all the time. I be home.
Exactly. Yeah, I think those are some signs, like doing things that you wouldn't normally do, but like to the 10th level.
So I feel like that's more personal, right? So if you know your friend, like you probably can see if Trina's now going through a crisis.
You
right?
you can tell.
Yeah. But you know what?
But you could also, they could just also be, experiencing becoming into themselves.
That's true,
Right.
too.
Because they're 40 now, so
Right.
it's
And
like
it's
a whole new me.
And it doesn't have to be a crisis, though.
Right.
It could be like that you are comfortable in yourself, you're comfortable in your 40s, and it's things that you might have wanted to do in the past that you wasn't confident with
Right.
doing. So you just like, I don't care, I accept myself, and I'm going to live my best life. So.
And that's why I asked that question, because everybody like to put these damn labels on everything.
Right.
Sometimes it's not a crisis. Like I had a friend tell me, oh, you must be going through a midlife crisis because I got piercings on my ear. I'm like, when's the last time you looked at me? You know how long I had these damn holes? I was like, I was trying to actually fill up the whole ear, but my ears kept rejecting it. I'm like, why is that a crisis? Because you never paid attention to that before? Like, I have tattoos. I don't expose them. Like, it's not your business. I do a lot of shit. Like, people think I'm so reserved. I'm really turned up a lot. But they don't know.
She
I
is.
know.
Right?
She
Yes.
is.
Right. But you gotta
turns up
know
at house
me
parties
in
and
order to, it's all about perception. But because
Right.
people don't know you and they're judging, like, oh, she going through a crisis. Like, really? Can you spot the signs? Or it's not a crisis? It's just you coming into
Yeah, I,
yourself.
don't
Like
think
you
I
said.
wouldn't consider that a crisis, no.
But just to big up my bestie, my sister, she's a professional. She's a clinician. So she knows what to look for. Educated.
Okay.
Absolutely. So, Gloria, this comes up amongst you, Trina, and I, right? A lot, right? So I will admit, this is the only time that I feel like me and Gloria got into like a little tizzy where we, I had to express how I felt. So it was way back when, like years ago, where they was like dipping without me, Toni. This was the era you was around, right? Toni and I weren't like we weren't sitting down talking and connecting and touching each other. It was just like I knew you from like way back,
Way
like
back, way
little,
back
like when we were birthed.
What are you talking about?
Listen, so this was after like Mama, mind your business. This was after like Mama Perry passed away, and y'all was out on the scene. They was at Rustics every fucking day.
Shout out to the bros.
Shout out to the black-owned businesses. Go to Rustics. It's
Blue
still
and
popping,
white.
right? They was at Rustics. They was going here and there. And I'm like, why ain't nobody inviting me? I'm like, they just out on the scene. And then I was told, everybody can't be invited to everything.
Wait,
Who told you that?
You told me that.
I did not tell you that.
She did tell me that.
I would
Glad it
never
wasn't
tell
me.
you.
I just I said it because I mean,
Yeah, that
going
sounds
in.
like her.
It could have been one of them.
It was not.
It wasn't me. I would never say that.
Don't flip flop now because she applying pressure.
It could have been one of them.
I would never say that.
They was my feelings was hurt, honey. I'm like, wait, these bitches is dipping and going, and then you had your little birthday party at Rustics. I felt out of place. I'm like,
You was there.
yeah, but I did not know them.
We took.
Yeah.
We all took a picture.
Yeah, we took a picture.
Oh my
but
God.
I wasn't like rocking with Toni then. And I'm just like, wait, y'all been hanging and chilling? Y'all had like a vibe, and I was just like sitting there like.
Oh,
So apparently y'all been hanging out.
I had no
together.
idea.
Okay, I'm gonna say sorry and apologize with empathy because I did not know.
Oh, that's nice.
that's so sweet of you.
look,
that's nice.
look.
No, I
Girl,
didn't. I
or
didn't
TV.
see it that way.
And they went to Atlantic City without me too when you bought your new Benz.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my gosh.
And you know how I found out? Norman. Norman saw Nancy at the number hole, and he was like, yeah, Monique ain't going. They going to Atlantic City for Trina's birthday. I was not invited.
So,
Don't talk
now,
about
that wasn't me.
invitations. Don't start about invitations.
I was
That
just about to
petty
say that.
bitch.
No, that
the way
wasn't
you
me.
feel is
The
how
way.
Trina feel when you and Glory be going on stuff, and she
And
not
y'all went on a
invited.
sister trip to Costa Rica, Puerto Rico. That I'm her real sister in real life. Like
You went to Africa. You went to Cuba. You went to
I'm
Europe.
Cuban.
So
Hello.
everybody asked you your ethnicity. Nobody cares about that.
I had to go
I was
home.
uninvited.
I had to go to
And my
Motherland.
feelings
She's
was
saying that she wasn't invited. So y'all both say the same thing. Like she wasn't invited
Exactly.
to that, but it's not me. I was invited. That's why I went. But y'all two, y'all don't invite each other. So I'm out of this.
That's your business because you don't be inviting me to stuff. I'm sorry, Tasha.
So how do we feel about that? So if Erica and Trina went away and nobody mentioned it to you,
Yeah, I would have an issue with that.
But that's not going to happen.
we didn't say. Hypothetical.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eureka Travels, courtesy of Toni, the sister bestie, probably should make a sister trip for real with the besties.
Oh,
So we can all go.
And add Erica.
but how?
And Frankie.
Oh my goodness, I don't know.
See? But you just said you weren't invited. Now you're saying you don't.
Now you invited. She
You don't
on
wanna be
live.
invited.
It should
Okay,
be
but
in-
listen,
wanna
right?
be
Okay,
invited.
so let's talk about that because that's a real issue. You see how we have this little connection right
And I
here.
connect with Frankie because we met her together as little girls, so we're comfortable. What happened? Get okay.
So
But
what?
it can't be too many other people because you.
It's just Erica and Frankie. Your other bestie, our other bestie.
Because how do we feel about bringing other women into the mix that you don't know? Like
they're
I have,
the besties, and we know Frankie, and you know Erica.
And that's it.
That's
Oh,
it.
that's it. Okay,
That's
don't
it.
be
That's
adding
all.
no other people. because then I don't want to go.
You gonna add Jeannie, so then we gotta add Simone.
She ain't gonna want to go with us.
Okay,
She ain't gonna
great.
wanna go with us.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Done.
Simone
Done.
either.
Settled.
She likes Simone.
She ain't gonna want to
She
go
is
with
not
us.
gonna want to
Those
go.
are our older sisters.
No.
Yes, they're not gonna want to travel with us.
Okay.
But yeah, how do we feel about adding other friends to the mix? Like my
Depends
new
on what it
friends.
is.
We don't feel no
And who
way.
it is.
Frankie is loved, and we knew her.
But I
from
have
little
some other
girls.
friends that you know, like Kenya,
We said the
my sister
immediate.
in fashion. You said the immediate. Ooh, don't.
She said the best
I'm not her.
friends.
Kenya, we love Kenya. She is dope. Naturally pretty. Her styles are amazing. We love Kenya. But you said don't add other people. So if you're going to add Kenya, then we can add our other friends. Because we have other friends in our tribe.
We do.
Hello.
Yeah,
So if you add on, we adding on. So I'm just saying. Keep it cute.
Okay. Gloria, do you think that couples that are in committed relationships should get routine STD screening?
Routine, okay. Committed relationships.
The two of you.
I mean, if I'm speaking personally, I would say no, unless you suspect something. Yeah, wow.
Let's
That's
let's
a good
talk about
question.
suspicions. Because stuff
I
is
mean,
happening.
No, I'm going to say no. Like, I'm not going to just say, oh, every 3 months, let's just go and get, and we're supposed to be in this committed relationship. But, I mean, if my partner feels that that's something we should do, then I'm not against it.
So if he asks, would you be offended?
No, I wouldn't be offended.
Okay.
No.
Okay. How you feel about that, Trina?
That's a red flag for me. I'm offended. I mean, but safety over everything. So
Right.
I'm not offended.
That's
to the
why I wouldn't be
point of-
offended, because he just want to be safe.
But
That's all.
it's a flag. It's a flag. It's definitely a thing. Especially if you said if he asks.
No,
Right.
Or
She said
or
Either or.
Yeah,
Either
it's
or.
something to talk about. It's worth delving a little deeper
It's a
into said
conversation.
suspicion,
Yeah.
or why we are doing this. But people come with baggage and trauma and other relations that don't show up at an accurate time. So you could be with your long-term partner and their stuff from their past is showing up in your relationship. Itchy owies and cooties and everything
Itchy
else.
owies. We don't want itchy owies down there. So, Toni, do you think it's important to get like a full STD panel before having relations
So I was
with?
going to say that.
with
I was
your new
saying
partner.
that when you are moving to that next step, I think definitely both parties should, because, people be moving in the world. So I think that's
Yes.
important. And then, once together, I mean, it depends on the nature of your relationship
Right.
also. You know what I mean?
It's a conversation. Yeah.
It's a conversation, but definitely before.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the nature of your relationship. And then other than that, you go for your annual checkup that you're supposed to go to as a woman.
You should.
Right, right.
You do get tested.
And
Right.
men, I feel like
And
men
men.
don't do that.
They
It's
don't
just
do
like
that.
unless
They
don't
something-
check. Yeah, you're right.
itching and burning. Dudes,
Go check that
I
out.
feel like personally, even for women, like after you, let's say you were in a committed relationship, you are no longer with that person. Before you start something else, go get yourself checked so you know where you stand. Because you don't know, you can have some lingering BV, yeast infection. Men do get yeast infections. You can have yeast all up on that
Absolutely.
tongue.
Which is jock.
Yeah, that's jock
Yeah,
itch,
for men.
aka
That's true.
jock itch. Like
They do.
it is a real thing, and I feel like even though you talk about it, no one's really doing it.
And men come with this attitude. Oh, yo, you gave me something.
Right,
Yo,
like-
pause. When the last time you got yourself together? And then men are dirty. They don't even wash their feet in the shower. Like, so don't even.
You don't saying that. Like, who's not washing their feet?
That's an inside joke, ladies.
Oh, listen.
Watch your man in the shower. He don't hit that back, that crack, and lift his feet off of said floor and hit it with the rag and some soap. The soap don't run down and rinse your feet. I need you to do better, grown men.
Do better. And women,
Oh,
vaginal steaming,
get that yoni.
them yoni cleanses, right?
And open between your...
Separate your lips. You
Get
just
the spegma. It's called spegma, ladies. Get
it's
it
called
out.
nunti butter.
Yeah.
That's
Part
a nice
them
way to
lips.
put it.
Yes. Part them lips and clean up in there. Got tissue ball
And
gatherings.
no woman's vagina smells like fish unless there is something wrong. Even if it's a joke, it's not a joke.
That is not a joke.
You got to get it checked out. Yeah.
It's not a such thing. It's not an irregularity. Something's going on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, lesson here, right? Before you start a new intimate relationship with the partner, you guys both should get screened, tested, be transparent, have that conversation.
I didn't do that.
I didn't do that either with the last one. Listen, we just trying to be responsible now, but like, just be like, damn, like I don't know what's going on. But you know what? It's uncomfortable, but you need to know, or like be super safe. First of all, can I just share with y'all? I discovered these panties by damn, I can't remember, but it's like these latex panties that you put on to get some head, right? So if you are concerned,
Like edible.
No, they're not edible. Yep, you just put them on it like literally plastered to your vagina and your anus, and he can go for it if he want to do. Yeah,
It don't have a slit. It's just covering everything.
It's covering everything, but you like separate your lips to get that right in between there, so you can go to town and it just feels exactly like the real thing.
Oh, but it's covered.
It's covered, yes, to be super safe. I won't say who it is, yes, because I need to reach out to them for some sponsorship.
We need a sample. Thank you.
Yes, I have at home. I'll show you guys. Yes, but that is practicing safety because you know you have the condoms for men if you're gonna give them some head, but then it is. You don't like spit? Say it louder for the people in the back.
What she said?
She doesn't like spit.
There is a such thing as women who are germaphobes, and some men don't brush their teeth properly or have oral care.
Oh.
So brown teeth, receding gum lines, dental decay, excessive plaque. No, we're not doing that.
Well, because that can give you a whole bacterial infection.
This is why I'm not being funny or pretentious or bougie, because I'm from the block in Brooklyn. No, we're not doing that. Get yourself together, work on your self-care, and then we can have that conversation. But you're not going to be licking, spitting, and all on top of me.
Just be clean. Just be clean.
And go to the dentist.
Yes. It's a real thing because you know what? I feel like people have a fear of the dentist,
It's
of
a
the
phobia.
doctor. And I'm like, question, Gloria, are you
Question.
Yes. Would you encourage me to sleep with somebody else's man or husband?
No.
What would you say?
Because that's messy
Okay.
and it can go bad. It can go left for you. So I wouldn't encourage that. No.
Okay. So you would talk me off the ledge.
Yeah. I mean, if it happened, we'll just do the next best thing, but I wouldn't encourage you to do that. No. I wouldn't want that done to me. No.
Because you do have tribes out there that be like, you know what, fuck it. If you feel him and you like him and you love him, just whatever. Fucking other people's husbands is not a thing, ladies. Don't do
No, it is a thing out there.
It is a real thing, but don't do
But
it.
I wouldn't encourage it.
Okay.
No.
It's a lot of that shenanigans, the come-ups, just, trying to get to the bag and just being outside of yourself.
Or just being messy.
Yeah, messy and selling your soul at the same time. Like, no one.
But what about if they are?
Well, if they consenting, that's something different. Some people consent to that. Like,
Oh, yeah,
so it's not
Swingers?
that's
That's the
messy.
thing.
Yeah, I'm like, is it an open
It's not
result?
messy if
If they
open
consent,
and
so
it's
if they
consented.
consent and you
So
and
that's
you
totally
and you're
different.
thinking about doing it,
You see, my best friend came with another scenario.
Right.
Right. We like, let me help you get laid, girl.
yeah.
Jada
If they're consenting and
know.
you feeling the guy, then I would be like,
Okay.
that's something new. Okay, try it.
All right. What if they're just like in a relationship, but the relationship is a little sour? He's not married, but he is in a relationship and is like, he's giving his story like, we're not really together right now. Is it okay for me to fuck him then?
That has happened.
This
like,
is
that's
such a
reality.
That's
This is
reality.
like-
I mean,
Male code,
That
bro
would-
code. They always got that story. Oh, me and my baby mother fell out. Oh, we just live together, but we
just
don't
live
fuck.
together.
We just pay bills. We
Yeah.
co-parent. Oh,
Let me tell y'all firsthand, okay? If a dude says that he's living with his baby mother, they are not together and they're not fucking, it's a lie. Let me tell you, they are definitely fucking. Okay? They may be fucking other people as well, but they are fucking.
I have to disagree.
I was about to say, but why?
Because that
why
happened
is that?
to me.
And
It
that's
happened to
why
me too, but we was humping on occasions when I felt like
So
being
that's
bothered.
two different
No,
sides, though.
yeah,
So you
not
can
all the
live
time.
with
You
somebody
can
and
live
not
with
be
somebody and not be
sexually
sexual.
in
Yes.
relation.
Well,
That's
no, I know
true.
that I've had those
I've
pockets of
been
dry
there.
spells, but then also
Yeah.
it's like, maybe I'm feeling it tonight.
No, when I'm
No,
dry, I'm
nope,
dry. It's no
nope.
coming
Yeah,
back.
when I'm done, I'm done. When I'm done, I'm done.
Done.
But
Or
we
they could be
still-
coexisting because of finances, because of other stuff.
Yes,
so
or
it doesn't
kids or
automatically
whatever.
mean that
Yeah.
they had a sex.
$4,000 rent. I need your too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all of that is all valid. I played a part in all of it. Not doing. I got Monday through Thursday. I'm not home. You all Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You
Yeah,
don't come home.
we all
Like,
have those stories.
Tasha, like
share.
every now and then, like
every now and
We gonna
again.
slide.
It's like
I've been in a
I'ma hit
situation
that.
where I was a roommate. Like, Dad, don't touch me.
Yeah, me too.
Period.
Me too.
it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my question was: is it okay if that his girl is in turmoil? I can hump.
I think it depends on the situation. I think it depends on your relationship with that person.
Yeah.
I think if it's authentic and it's buildable,
I would say it's
and you're
okay.
safe.
I would say it's okay.
I would say it's okay.
And you're safe because we don't want to have to pull up. Right.
Oh my
that
gosh.
part.
Okay, Trina, are you comfortable with telling Toni, girl, what is going on? Every time I come over here, the house smells and it's a mess. You need to clean up.
That's not a thing for my bestie, but that's one. Let's clarify. But I would. We don't have any. Well, for me, I don't have any boundaries with her.
Mhm.
Everything is on the table. If it's regarding her wellness, her welfare, her situation, her front, her back, her side, her up, her down, oh, I'm covering
You're
it.
gonna nip it. Yep.
Nip, nip, snip. I'm on it.
No, because the reason why I asked, you know how sometimes you have those friends where, when you see them, they're put together. And then when you go to their house, you're like,
The mess.
Nice, nasty. That's what Africa would say. They nice, nasty. Her grandmother used to say that.
Mhm.
Just cute and just a nasty ass.
And that's your best friend?
yeah, and that's your best friend.
You would
feel
have to,
comfortable?
you would have to say something.
Yeah. It's no
At
way
the
in
end of the
hell
day,
you in
yeah.
my tribe and you
Yeah.
don't have your stuff together.
You have to say something.
I
You have to
dare
say
not talk about you when I walk out the room
Mhm.
because that's messy, ladies. Be a real friend.
Mhm.
Like, be a rider. If you love them,
Get her
ride
a
out.
cleaning service.
A cleaning service.
Whatever
mental
it
health
is you
service,
can do
something.
within your means. Get her a cleaning service. Okay, or bitch, how about you go over and do a weekend sleepover and clean with her? Don't talk about her. Like, be a part of the solution.
Right, because she could be going through something,
Yeah.
and that's the
Yep.
reason why the
Yeah.
house is a mess.
But these new age friends, baby, they'll talk about you, post a picture of your house and you on
Why they in it?
Instagram,
Right, you be like,
Twitter. They be
"Ooh."
like, ugh, I can't breathe.
Oh my gosh.
Right, the
He's like,
cat
I can't
litter.
breathe.
Yeah,
Cat
like
litter.
messy.
Pictures
Don't
of the cat litter be like,
ooh, right. That's why she
Oh
smell like
my
pee.
gosh.
Right.
As soon as they get mad at you, they posting it.
see, that's a fair weather friend.
Get
That's
rid
a fair
of
weather
them.
friend.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't do
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes.
We've
So when
seen
you-
it happen, right?
Yeah.
The cat litter.
Shut up. Right. Like, oh, she's
That's
pissy
true. Or they
today.
recording a roach might be, be like,
And laughing at you at the same time instead of building you up and pouring into you and being your friend.
Absolutely. Miss Toni, is there anything that Trina could do to make you walk away from this friendship?
Absolutely not.
Aw.
Absolutely not. Nope. Because I just feel like when you accept your sister for who they are, that like there's nothing. It doesn't matter. Like there's nothing. And our relationship has been tested, but there is nothing because that's a commitment.
Mhm.
So once you commit to somebody like that, it doesn't matter like what they do. You fight, you argue, but if that's you're loving a person, you're loving them through whatever.
Mhm.
So good, bad, indifferent, ugly, sad, whatever. So absolutely not, because that's my sister. So we're gonna be good and we're gonna be ugly, but that's still my sister. So no.
Right. Right. Trina, would you sleep with one of Toni's exes from 13 years ago?
Not knowingly. Let's cross that bridge, ladies. Let's talk about it.
I love it. You're like, not knowingly, but it's so silly.
We've crossed this bridge, and I'm just going to keep it cute.
Okay,
We have
please,
had
so silly. No,
knowing and unknowing infidelities in our tribe, and it has caused a lot of dissension. But we've been able to climb and work through it because when you commit, you commit. But if it's something that you don't know about or you knew about it and it was like not, you didn't have the whole story, or like sometimes, people have caveats to their life that you may not be privy to all the time, even in your sisterhood. So it's a real question. And I'm sure other women have crossed that bridge as well. But we have had that in our sisterhood and we're here. So.
Okay. Glow, would you have a one night stand? You love my questions for you, right? Would you hump him on the first night?
I'm gonna say no.
Why not?
I just said no.
I just, okay.
No. Next question.
Toni, would you have a one night stand?
I've had a one night stand.
Ooh, was it worth it?
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Now, is it considered a one night stand if you still talk?
Did you
to
know
this
about
person?
that one night stand?
Oh,
Best
ooh,
friend.
Right. Did you know about that one night?
Did you know about it?
My sister put me on blast.
Yes or no? Did you know?
I mean, I'll be knowing deets, but I ain't going.
Just okay. So
Yes or no, ho?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Girl, that's that 20s Miami back then phase. Everything's popping.
Mhm.
Yes.
Good.
So, is it considered still a one night stand if you still talk to that person after? Y'all never sleep together again, but it's like, hey, what's up, check in type, but
Yes.
you don't see
Yeah.
them.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I guess I have one then. Okay. All right. Thanks for the clarity.
Welcome.
All right. So, Trina, if your sister is going through some financial hardship.
Wait, back up.
Okay.
You said you had one? I don't know about this. Your best friend does not know about
You
this.
do know about this one.
D-gang.
Yes. So that's why I wanted clarity. Like if you sleep with somebody once, you never see them again or sleep with them again, but they call you, check in, you talk to them. Barbershop guy.
Still a one night stand.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a one night stand.
It's just a one night stand.
Checks on you every now and then.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, you're
That's
right.
not like
I know.
a
Right?
real.
Yeah,
So does it qualify as a
no, I thought you meant like you met him today and you slept with him today.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay.
Okay. It was more like,
Y'all knew each other, got together.
We knew
Had
each
a
other. Yeah, had an ep, but then
then y'all just continue to communicate, check in.
On
It's
occasion,
a little bit
yeah.
of care and concern somewhere on some level.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not really a one night stand. One night stands are like people, you see them across the room at the club in Manhattan Club Tunnel back in the day. I'm telling my
Ooh.
age.
And then I
And
hump
then
them.
you just fuck
gotta-
them in the
you
bathroom
just-
and that's it. Boom. Don't know a name.
Busting it open. Okay.
Just being ratchet.
Is that
with
what
it.
happened?
What goes on in Miami, right? I got you, sis.
What happened in Miami?
Okay. Girls,
We don't bring it
all
back to
right.
Brooklyn.
Okay, we don't bring it back to Brooklyn. All right. You can only be a hoe out of state. Okay.
You know?
Oh, okay. So I
Yeah,
guess
that's how that
okay. So do we want to do that? Do we don't want one night
Not at
stand?
this
No.
stage in age. No. Ew.
No.
No?
No.
It's we aged out of one
We
night
do
stands.
background checks at 40.
Right,
used to
been
know.
verified. Like this was his
Girl,
last name.
they out here
Medical records.
Okay, because I know some sites. Okay.
Messy.
Oh, okay. So no. So my next question was, if your sister is going through some financial hardships and you had to help her out with a couple of bills, and then a week later you go to brunch, she got all the new stuff. But then also you found out her bills weren't paid with the money that you gave her. What is that conversation like?
Messy.
That's madness. What are you saying to her?
I'm giving you the face, but I need to be giving them the face. It's a problemo. Like, girl, it's gonna be a conversation. Like, that's crazy. First of all, at this stage and age, we don't do unpaid bills, ladies. We pay bills before we do anything else. There's no
Before
brunching.
brunch.
Bills before brunch.
Bills before brunch,
It's no
right?
new bags. It's no new Chanel. It's no booking trips. Like, nobody's doing keeping up with the Joneses. Have your affairs in order. Have your bank account in order. Pay your damn bills.
But some
Deep
people are
grown.
doing that. Like even at our age, you do have people who are going on trips, going to brunch before they pay their bills.
I mean, do
Listen.
all of those things, but be responsible.
No
Don't,
judgment. You're just not gonna take my money and do it.
Yeah.
I don't care
Right,
what you do
that
with your money,
part.
but
Like, it's
you're
going
not
to be a
take my money and do
conversation,
it.
and it might be an argument because you're not going to play with me like that.
Right.
Not my sister. Like, come on.
Feel like I'm having some hardship.
We done
Can
been
I
raised,
borrow?
slept in the same house. Like, come on.
You be like, is that, did you? Be like, oh no, but I'm going to pay it. Oh, okay. So
Because that's your
a no.
ass. That'll be your first and your last. Like, pay the bill. If you ask me for something and I give it to you,
That's
I need you to
disrespectful.
honor that when you come to me, I'm going to cover you. I'm going to protect you. But don't play with me because I'm not one of your little friends that you borrow money from and send her mom anything and then you still don't got no phone.
But you
Like, come on.
you have friends that truly, it's a thing.
That's their game. They live like that. You have grown women who barter, beg, sleep, suck, fuck, do
I don't have any
whatever,
friends like that.
and they think it's cute. It's not. Ladies, hear this. It's
Tell
not
'em.
cute. It's time. It's time to elevate, grow, and glow.
Ooh.
I like that. Grow and glow.
Don't stay stuck. Don't stay in that cipher because your friends are not your friends if they're not trying to help you build and elevate and get your head and your heart right. Don't sell your soul.
Absolutely. So, Toni, do you believe in the power of manifestation?
I do. It's so funny because when I looked up manifestation, right? Because it's like, oh, it's manifestation. We practice it, right? You're visualizing. I think I believe in it, but I feel like I could do better at vibrating on that level. So manifestation is when you see something, you want it, you could visualize yourself in it. So for me, I think I can do that, but I need to keep the vibration going till I achieve or accomplish that. A lot of times I think we can visualize it, but when it's uncomfortable, it's like low vibration. So we might go away from it. So with that, just being more consistent, because I'm really good with that. So seeing something come to fruition.
And do you encourage your tribe, your bestie,
Absolutely.
those around you to do the same thing? Because I know sometimes you will lose the momentum and not believe because life gets heavy. There's always light at the end of the tunnel.
It's always light at the end of the tunnel. And I always believe that what you're going through now is not your destiny. Like, it's to make you grow. So, yes, definitely.
Absolutely. Do you believe in the power of manifestation?
Absolutely. I think I do a lot of things. I mean, I achieved a lot of things by manifestation. Yeah.
Titi?
Agreed. Echo what they said.
Yes. Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say it's a little running joke, but it's really real. The power of words and writing is a spell. I think that at some point when it gets really dark for me, I have my tribe and my sisters to let me know literally everything I asked for and prayed for has come to pass.
Amen. I feel the same
Ashe.
exact way.
Everything.
Absolutely.
So faith is important. Tap into your heart chakras, ladies. Pray, manifest, whatever word it is that you use, stand on it.
Absolutely. Toni, what if one day your partner just come to you and say, for the last 3 months, I haven't been sexually satisfied and I almost cheated on you, but I didn't because I wanted to come to you first and see how we can get realigned sexually to just make our sex lives better than it was before. Because right now, the momentum is lost in the bedroom.
So
how are you receiving that?
So this Toni who has done therapy, Toni, would receive that.
Okay.
The Toni before therapy would have totally shut down, been defensive, and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Right? That Toni. But this Toni.
The new Toni sitting here right now today.
Toni that is able to communicate, that is able to listen, that is able to receive things and not internalize them and be defensive about it, would appreciate that and would listen and would try to work on ways we could improve our sexual relationship
Right. I like that you said defensive because I feel like sometimes we get defensive and we just respond and we're not really listening because you think you're doing everything right. You doing that same vanilla ice cream. Remember we spoke about that, Gloria, on one of these episodes where you think you doing everything, but it's your routine sexual activity. I'm gonna bust it open. I'm gonna go to the left. I'm gonna go to the right. Be like, didn't I tell you I like hot chocolate topped with sprinkles, walnuts, a little whipped cream, and here you go.
Same thing.
Same thing. Right. Just
No
because,
growth.
no growth. Just because I'm coming, that don't mean that I was actually that excited about
Because
doing
I done
something.
daydreamed, envisioned, had other things.
Right, but that is a real thing.
It wasn't all you.
Right. Talk about that. Do you like, if he giving you the same vanilla ice cream, are you visualizing Jonathan Majors?
I don't know who that is.
It doesn't matter. Jonathan Majors.
I know Jonathan Majors.
Yes.
Oh, is he from the cowboy movie we just talked about? Oh,
Hi,
okay.
Jonathan Majors. You know, if you
Cute.
want to meet me one day, I'm available because I'm single.
I don't have any crushes in the industry.
I don't have a crush either. Jonathan Majors. Okay, all right, go ahead.
That part.
Right. So how are you receiving that? If your man came to you and said that, like, this is boring now.
I've had that happen. Literally.
How did you receive that?
I got my defenses were up and I was just like,
That's a natural
oh,
reaction.
like
Yeah.
interesting. So it naturally made me think like, oh, you doing something, you out there, or is this authentic? Is this our moment and a buildable moment, a teachable moment? But you got to also know your partner.
Right.
Because some men will harm you verbally and psychologically and emotionally and tell you these things to get a response out of you or to groom you. And that's the reality. Or they truly are invested and they love you and they want to have that sacred space and they want to build. So I had the latter and it was a teachable moment. So, yeah, sometimes, ladies, we get complacent. We be like, all right, hit it from the back.
Right.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And it's like, no,
Your
bitch.
routine. Right.
Chandelier.
Yes,
I said
very
swing.
mechanical.
Right.
Just
So,
swing.
yeah.
But I feel like sometimes we do have like, I know sometimes it could be a challenge for me, especially if you're in a long-term relationship. Like, I already know this dick. I already know what to do to make it come. Like,
right. And that's a part of it. So that was the conversation. So it definitely was that. Like, can we try?
How you keep it spicy in your new relationship?
You're getting real personal.
Just give me one tip how to keep it spicy.
Be spicy.
I need to know
got
this
you,
for my
sis.
new relationship.
She said it.
Be spicy.
What would you
There
say?
you
Be
go.
spicy.
I got her. Just be spicy.
Just be spicy. Okay, that can include whatever, whatever you can imagine. So, ladies, now I would just like to go around and ask each of you, what are you most thankful for in your 20 plus, 25 actually plus friendship with your bestie at this table? Miss Toni, I'll let you go first.
What am I most thankful for? I'm most thankful for Trina's spirit, her heart, and her love. Because even with sometimes everything, like she could come off rah-rah, but she has such a beautiful, beautiful spirit. And that always shines. So her spirit, she's loyal.
Mm-hmm.
So I admire that about her.
Oh, you received that. Go ahead, bestie. Go ahead, Titi.
What do I admire about my sisterhood with Toni? I could go on. It is, I think she's a light bearer. She's a gift, not just to me, but to others. I know that she has purpose. So I admire and I'm grateful for that the creator chose me to be a part of that cipher. And then she just gives me so much joy. She's sharing, she's caring, she's not malicious. She has a good heart, a good spirit. You don't find that. It's so many women that are ugly. Not only is she pretty, she's pretty, but beautiful because it's out and in. And sometimes you get these beautiful women, you attach yourself, you think, oh, they popping, they so pretty, and they so nasty, so wicked, so ugly, so low, so vile, so soulless. But I have a sisterhood and a friendship with someone who has similar values as mine, who honors quality, loyalty, the creator, who's bound by ethics. So I just have that, and I'm grateful. And it's not just her. Right? I have Erica. I have Dr. Arabia. I have a tribe. I got you. I got my real sister. So Toni is the real deal.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Glow.
I am thankful for you, my friend, because we've been friends for a long time. You've been very loyal. And I feel like we've gone through a lot together. Like we know we have each other's back. It doesn't matter the situation. And I'm thankful for your funny because we have a good time together. I'm very grateful for that. 'Cause in the darkest of times, you've made me laugh instead of crying. And I'm thankful for our family that we have together.
Ashe.
Ashe.
And you, Miss Tasha?
Oh my gosh. And to end it all, Gloria is my rock, my ride or die. Like, this is my second sister. I look to you as my second biggest sister, you know, and like Gloria said, we've been through so
Everything.
much together, and we have been there in ways that you couldn't even imagine. You know, to have each other's back is an understatement. Like, this is my family. My mother's already saying, these are my daughters. She always talk about us. Listen, my family know. They already know who you are. No introduction needed. Wherever I go, most likely you're going to see Gloria. Vice versa. We always going to be in the mix. We don't have any secrets, and we just love unconditionally. We have like a lot of similarities, but we're still so different. But we get each other. Like I said earlier, we can finish each other's sentences. We can just look and be like, yeah, you caught that? And just because we are connected. And I never have to worry about her being not loyal to me, not trustworthy, not having my back. Like, this is my family. Like, I love her. Like, and I know that she loves me, and we don't even have to say that.
Absolutely.
Cheers, lady, to another 25. Okay, salud. Grab your bestie. And please, watch this episode of the Now What podcast, Navigating Life in Your 40s. This is episode 8, titled My Sister's Keeper. And until next time, bye.
Bye. We say what they can't.
Yes! Ow! Oh, okay.